When simpler is better, frugal lifestyle. Work with what you've got. Hello, you all. I'm Diana Brienne. You know, I think if more people worked with what they had, often they would create what it is that they want. But often people want things instantly. They want things now. And that can often work against them in the long run and put them into debt and even damage or put their relationships into challenging moments, because there's not much worse than financial pressure to put the pressure on a marriage, a relationship, a business partnership, a friendship, or anything else. And so I believe that sometimes living a little bit on the frugal side, the simpler side of life can be so much better. You know, I've taught my kids all to be frugal, but frugal in a good way, not frugal in a selfish way. We're very generous people in the right way, and we buy what is necessary. You know, I remember many years ago, my mom and I were trying to save money. This is a long time ago, and we were going across country, and we chose to save money in an area that we should not have tried to save money in. We went to a rundown motel and spent the night. We both didn't get any sleep at all that night, and the next day we stayed at a much nicer motel. And so the thing is, what I believe is you save money for the important times, and that would have been one of the important times. So for me now, I will only stay in a nice hotel or motel. It doesn't have to be top of the line, but it has to be safe and it has to be nice. And so I save my money for those reasons. Save your money on a what do they say, on a sunny day, so you'll have it on a rainy day, so to speak. And I think people just throw money away without even thinking about it. People want bigger and better. They want a new car when maybe their older car will do just fine, but because they want to present a certain image and be flashy, that often they put themselves in a financial position that is not so good. You know, I still use coupons, not that often, because I find that most deals that come with coupons are often not really a deal at all. And yet sometimes there are good deals with coupons. And I cook homemade foods. That's one way of saving money in many cases. We eat at home a lot as a family, although my husband and I do go out on date night, and occasionally the kids go with us. You know, they don't go with us on date night, they go with us on a separate night out to a restaurant. But what I'm saying is, often there's so many ways of achieving what it is that you want without spending a lot of money. You know, while my kids were growing up, they were the best dressed kids in school. And no one knew that I bought all of their clothes off the quarter rack at the thrift shop. And some of them were just, you know, not designer brands, but they were name brands. And even today, like the dress you're seeing, cost me $0.25. No, this one costs 50 cents. 50 cents. And I still, you know, all my clothes come from the thrift shop for the most part. Very seldom will I go to a regular store and spend 50 times the price on something that I can get at a very nice thrift store. And the one I go to, it's usually like 50 cents for a beautiful outfit. And I've come out with very name brand outfits, beautiful outfits, and no one ever knew the difference. And, you know, sometimes keeping the car that we have rather than run out and buy a brand new car just so that we can prove to other people that we're flashy. You know, sometimes that older car will work just perfect. And sometimes just working with what we have. And over time, you know, a penny saved is a penny earned, or a penny earned is a penny saved, whatever. But it does add up. But you know what? I taught my kids early on. I said, you know what? You know, find a way that you can get what you want for very little or for free. So we go to the libraries to get our movies, our DVDs, and most of them are very, very current. And our library library carries more current movies on DVD, and it's free. It's completely free at our library. And so we don't spend any money if we want to watch a movie at home. And so there's just so many wonderful ways to save money and get something for free, and you didn't have to pay for it, and it's wonderful. So I'm always looking for deals like that, and I've taught my kids well and how to do that. I remember many years ago, I was on a yacht. Yes, a yacht. And we went to, we were traveling all over and had some friends. And they owned this big yacht. And on that yacht, they had a banker. And that banker, came aboard, and he didn't, he came aboard as a gesture of the owner of the yacht, and he really got a free time on this yacht, and he didn't have to spend a penny. He was able to ride around on this beautiful yacht and not spend anything, he and his wife. And, whereas the owner, he's the one that had to foot the bill and the expenses and all of that. So sometimes you can get something wonderful through bartering, what they used to call bartering, where, you let one person borrow something from you and you borrow it from them. But that's kind of iffy sometimes. You got to make sure that the other person is responsible with what you have and that you're responsible with what they have. But there's so many neat ways to save money, and I believe in it. I believe that when people put themselves in financial chaos, it really can affect their health, their relationships, their marriage, their friendships. It can affect just about every area of life. Sometimes simpler is better. We don't always need to go out and buy the latest outfit or watch the latest movie. We still watch VHS movies. I have VHS players and old VHS movies, and I love those VHS movies. The quality is not as good as, say, with a DVD, but there's something about a VHS tape that I like better than a DVD. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned. And so, there's just, my kids and I, we play board games. And, while other people are playing video games, we're playing board games. You can play board games over and over and over. And so sometimes simpler is better in life in all ways. From my house to yours, may God bless you. And I'll talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.